Mohamed, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Welcome. Good to have you, bro.
You
MashaAllah.
too. Thank you.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Just like today, I was watching the World Cup. I'm like, wow, I have an interview with Mohamed in half an hour. He was there in the field.
Yes, thank you.
How's things?
You're good, man.
Yeah?
Yes, very nice.
Jet lag or?
No, I'm over a bit
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Alhamdulillah, that's good, man. Bro, first questions first, man. Tell us, like, what's it like? What'd you go through? Like, how was the feeling?
I woke up. It was sick, like you can't really explain it. It's like one of your ultimate dreams as a footballer is to play in a World Cup. So it was just like a unexplainable experience. I couldn't really explain the feeling. It was just joy.
Right. I was really cheering for you for the first game against Turkey to score.
Yeah.
You got very close,
Yes,
mashallah.
yes.
You and your boys, Nestroy, you guys smashed it, mashallah.
Yes.
Bro, you boys have made Australia proud.
Thank you.
Honestly, man.
Thank you.
Well done. Good on you.
Thanks.
Now, tell me about this, man. Going from, one of the biggest challenges, transitioning from A-League to international leagues such as Norwich.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's challenging. It's like an up step in life. Every time you go forward in life, you get met with different challenges. And the first one is not living at home. So not being with your parents, not being with your family every day was probably the biggest challenge. So the biggest challenge was off the pitch.
Right.
Because you're so used to being with your friends and even Ramadans or just everything in general you do with your friends. And now you're just doing everything on your own. You wake up on your own, you go to bed on your own. You don't really have family or friends around. So I think that was the biggest challenge, to be honest. It was all off the pitch.
Of course. Right. What's the training like? With that mentality that, you have this challenge, the intense training, I'm guessing, comes through. What's that like?
Yeah, it's very intense because some of these leagues are like you're so close to making your ultimate goal. And everybody wants to go to that next step and everyone wants to go to the next level. So I feel like this is the hardest part, to break this barrier and get to the top level, because it's everybody's dream.
That's right.
So then intensity and competition are just through the roof.
MashaAllah, man. Now, the Islamic perspective, how has your faith been affected by it since you've gone to these sort of leagues? Has it been positive? Has it been negative? How are you managing with that?
I would say positive, to be honest. Living alone and seeing how life really is, from your own eyes, like I said, when you're with your parents, sometimes it's you don't really, you don't feel the struggles that they do and all the things they sacrifice for you until you have to do it all yourself.
That's right.
And you realize that they actually do a lot. And then faith-wise, it just brought me closer to my faith. I had more downtime to think and appreciate the little things in life and the things God has blessed me with. And I realized how lucky I am. And that it brought me closer to God. And I was thankful for all the things He's given me.
MashaAllah. That's amazing, man.
Thank you.
Can you share a moment when you felt closest to Allah during a match or a big win?
Oh, during a match.
I seen your hat trick.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yes. These are probably the times, actually. It wasn't during a match or a win. It was more like I had a decision to make, signing for Norwich, because there was a big jump and it was in the middle of the season. And a lot of people were telling me not to make the jump because it's just before the World Cup. You go there and you need to adapt, and then you don't play, and then you don't get selected for the World Cup. But then I just had faith in God, and I feel like that's when I was the closest to God, because I was kind of scared, and I was scared of the outcome, what it would be. So it brought me closer to Him, and then as you can see in Norwich, I had a very, very good campaign there, and then I ended up playing in the World Cup. So these are the times where it's meant the most to me.
When did you move to Norwich?
In January.
January.
Yes.
So subhanAllah, you've been flying in and out, going, coming, training.
Yes.
SubhanAllah.
Yes.
Must be intense, man.
Yeah, it's very intense.
I don't know how you manage.
It's crazy.
Wallahi, that's amazing. Well done, man.
Thank you.
The biggest question. You ready?
Yes.
Ronaldo or Messi?
I knew it was going to be this. Look, to be honest, actually, Ronaldo growing up was more of an inspiration.
Right.
Like, it was always different haircuts, different cars, crazier goals. He's a character. So I see why a lot of kids like his celebration, very popular as well. But if you sit down and actually watch the game, I think Messi is the better footballer. But I still love Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Me too, bro.
Yes.
I love Ronaldo.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah. MashaAllah. Excuse me, bro.
Yes.
I think they both have a different aspect about them, man. Like when you see Messi, he just
Yeah.
does his thing, and then Ronaldo, his assists, I mean, I can't get onto it because you're the soccer player.
No, you're right. He's goal scoring and stuff.
Yeah,
Very
that's
through
right.
the roof.
Were you heartbroken for Ronaldo?
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Those two guys, every time I watch them, I want them to win, especially Ronaldo, because I really wanted him to do well.
They have definitely put an impact into the soccer or football around the world.
Yeah.
You know, subhanAllah, that's amazing. I want to talk about a little bit behind the scenes, what people don't see about the life of a professional footballer. Can you walk us through some of that lifestyle?
I feel like when you're a professional footballer, football is your life, you know? It's very hard to switch off. A lot of people, like they ask me, how do you switch off and not think like a footballer and think like a normal human being? I think it's very difficult finding that balance, because what you eat is going to affect you on the pitch. The time you sleep, what you do. So everything you do outside the pitch affects what happens on the pitch. So it's an intense life, and it's a short career, but it feels long. That's what people say. By the time in football you're 35 and everyone thinks you're old, you should retire. And in life, 35-year-old's still young.
That's right.
But because of the stress and all the trainings and everything you put your body through, it's a big stress on the body.
Definitely.
And it's the beauty of it, because it's our passion. But then sometimes if you don't tune it right, it can get overwhelming, because you don't know when to have fun or when to not be as serious. So I think that's some of the things.
The balance.
Yeah, the balance. Finding the balance is very difficult.
Definitely, man. Speaking of the balance, how do you find the balance between your professional career and then the faith, deen side, Islamic side of it?
Yes.
Whether it's your prayers, your Quran, your learning process, how do you find the balance in between that?
When it comes to praying, I feel like, surprisingly, I think I have more time to pray than I see some of my friends that work 9-to-5s, because we have a lot of like short bursts. Like we would have a video meeting, then a break, and then we'll go to train for an hour and a half, then break, then gym, then break, then lunch. So you can fit your prayers in quite easily. It's just the difficulties when you travel and stuff. That's when maybe they become difficult, or they can pile up on you. But with the prayers, I found it easy
Alhamdulillah.
to complete the prayers.
MashaAllah.
And then the learning it's actually up to you, because we have more time than people think. It's very intense for a short period, and then you have the day to relax. So if you really want it, you can learn. And a lot of us do learn. We have online tutors and stuff. So it's nice.
Do you have any, I know a couple of them, any Muslim teammates that makes it easier for you guys? Do you guys pray together and stuff like that?
Yeah, I have 2 Muslim teammates.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, we do everything together. Pray together before games, Jummah together.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's sick to have Muslim teammates.
Yeah, of course.
Because they see things how you see it, and you're not afraid to express yourself. If you're in a team and you're the only Muslim and you're fasting, you feel kind of left out, and you feel like, I'm by myself. But the beautiful thing is, this season for Norwich, I had 2 teammates and we all fasted on the same day, and we all played the game together and started the game together. And just looking into his eyes and knowing he's going through the same thing as you gave me that extra energy to drive.
Right.
So that was
You're not alone.
No, you're not alone.
Right.
Yes.
That's right. Do the coaches and everyone obviously knows that you're fasting, and they support this?
They're 100% supportive.
Oh, that's amazing.
They give you supplements. They give you, for suhoor, when you wake up, things to drink, things to eat that will give you extra energy throughout the day. So they've been very helpful.
MashaAllah, that's amazing. We're going to do quick, fun Q&As, inshallah.
Yes.
Premier League or Champions League?
Ooh. Champions League.
Champions?
Yeah.
I think it's mine too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easier to watch.
Exactly. Yes.
Favorite stadium that you've played in?
Favorite stadium that I played in? Oh, probably the stadium I played in, Dallas, against Egypt.
Right.
In America, was very nice.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, last week actually.
Last week, that's right. That's right,
Yeah,
yes.
sick.
Yes. Favorite boot?
Favorite boots, Superflies.
Nice. Favorite teammate? We'll say Socceroos and then we'll say Norwich.
My favorite Socceroo teammate. There's 2 boys now. I can't pick one. I have
Go
2,
to.
I can name 5, but maybe the ones I'm very close to, I have to, is Tete Yengi,
Yeah.
and then Nestori.
MashaAllah.
Those are my 2 closest teammates. Yeah.
Nestor is on fire, man.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. You boys, all of you.
Yes. Thank you.
I heard Tete accepted Islam recently.
Yes.
Yeah. Through the Mufti Menk speech or something.
Yeah,
like that.
It was here. So Tere, actually, interesting story. I've known Tere since I was 8 years old. He's always, he wasn't a Muslim. And then he called me one day and he was like, Mo, I like the religion. Like, but can you tell me about it? Like, what do you know? Like, give me your knowledge. I said, look, I'm not a scholar, but I can tell you the simple things in it and the things that help me and keep me going, you know? So I gave him some stories. I told him some things about the religion and he was like, nah, I like it. And then he would call me the second day, third day, fourth day. And then it just became, before we looked at it, he helped me and I helped him. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, he's going to call me. So let me do my research. Let me study the religion. And then I'll give myself knowledge. And then I'll tell him. And then he would say, oh, but I saw this today. And I swear it built like a very strong bond between us.
Yes.
And then when he came to Adelaide, I was like, Mo, what mosque do you pray at? I said, Al-Khalid is my mosque. That's where I grew up going. It's probably the biggest mosque in Adelaide. So if you're going to go to a mosque, I'll suggest that. So he's come here. And then Mufti Menko's here, actually. And someone told Mufti that Tete, he hasn't accepted Islam yet. And Mufti's like, you haven't taken your Shahada. Do you want to do it now? And he was like, yeah. So he called me. He was very emotional. He was like, I became Muslim. I reverted. So that was the story. It's a sick story.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be a part of it.
MashaAllah. May Allah reward you. You made a very strong point there that you told Tete that you're not a scholar, but you shared some information. You see, sometimes we forget that we don't have to be scholars. You can just share the simplest thing. You might think that's nothing, but you don't know what impact it has on people.
Yes.
You know, it's amazing that you noticed that, mashallah. May Allah reward you and him. All right, your dream team.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, mashallah. May Allah make that happen, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Yeah. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea?
Yeah.
What is one of the favorite players that you've swapped jerseys with?
Marcus Rashford, probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine's Mohamed Touré. I'm swapping a jersey with him today.
Wow, I should have brought a jersey. Oh, damn.
When I see you next time, I'm expecting
I'll
it.
definitely bring you one. Wallah.
No
Thank you so much.
No worries, it's all
I'm
good,
going to wear
bro.
this in Dubai.
Yeah?
Yes.
Tell me your size. I've got different sizes, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Thank you so much.
No problem, bro. It's all good. Tell me this, bro. Actually, I genuinely wanted to know this. What's the difference between like Australian League soccer and then European, like in the sense of training, game style? Like, for example, I'll watch back home Kurdish, like small leagues. I watch and the game style is very slow. The passes are very bad. And then, for instance, I watch Champions or Premier League and the passes are on point, and it's a different game.
Yeah.
What's it like being in that? Like, what's the difference?
I think they're machines over there, you know what I mean? Like the money they invest in these leagues, crazy, first of all. And just the players, the quality of players, there's a bigger pool. It's more, football's like a culture there, you know what I mean?
That's right.
It's a big culture and you produce more players because more players are interested in the sport. It's the biggest sport. In Australia, it's not the biggest. So, but for what we have here, we're actually doing well. In Europe, you can see there's a lot of Australian players doing well now.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's catching up. How important is making salah on time, especially while you're traveling and during your matches?
I think it's very important, to be honest. Like, us footballers, especially for me personally, I feel like the higher I go in this football, the more I need my faith to be stronger. Because for me, it's like a protection, and it gives me the comfort knowing that you've made your salah, you've done everything you can, now it's in Allah's hands. You know what I mean? So I try to pray all my prayers on time. I try to, if I have a prayer before the game, I would find a spot in the change room to pray quickly. Because when I'm on that pitch, I don't want to be on there with any regrets, thinking I've missed a salah or there's something on my chest. We already have a lot on our minds and shoulders. You don't want to have that, and that's one of the biggest things to have when you know you have a salah, you haven't prayed.
MashaAllah, it's amazing.
Thanks.
When you travel and then your social medias, your comments, your videos, or during the pitch, have you ever faced any sort of like a racism or criticized or any sort of thing? And if so, how do you deal with that?
Almost every time. It's so common nowadays, as bad as it sounds, to get a racist comment or a racist message on Instagram. To be honest, I just don't pay attention to it. Like, we're all human. No one's going to say they're going to look at those messages and say they don't care. That's not true. When someone says something nasty about you, it does affect you in a way, but it's just learning how to handle And I just try not to pay attention to it, or I try not to check these things as much.
It's amazing, mashallah, man. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you successful in this dunya and akhirah. What do you think, Tala?
Something I was wondering.
Yes.
Like when you stepped up to get to obviously your first World Cup, yeah. That feeling of playing that first game, is that sort of equivalent or similar to your first game like in the A-League or in the Premier League? Does that follow through? Is it the same feeling every single time?
That's a good question. Genuinely, maybe a lot of people won't agree with me. My first game for Adelaide United, I still remember the feeling, and it was something I've never felt. Because I feel like your first professional game is crazy. Especially I was 15. I played my first game for United when I was 15. And I was in year 10 at school.
Crazy.
You know, and I was still a fan of all my teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like just weeks before that, I wasn't in the team. And it happened so quick. I got into the team, a couple injuries, and I had to play. So I was still on the pitch, first of all, looking at all my teammates, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, if this was a different setting, I would get all their autographs and I'll take photos of them, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I felt like my A-League debut and my first goal, I think those will still be the number one.
Interesting.
As crazy as a lot of people might not agree. The World Cup is amazing, but I feel like taking into consideration that I was still a 15-year-old fanboy, still living at my parents' house. My first professional goal, it was the youngest goal scorer in the A-League. I was 15. I went from school and then I went to the city and I bought Subway. And then I got the train to the game. And I took my uniform off and I put the LA United tracksuit on. And I went to the game and I scored my first goal.
Just like that?
Just like that. And then I went back to school on Monday. So it was like, you know what I mean?
Back to the grind.
I was just a little student. I was still playing. The people, every time they were telling me, don't play at recess. You're a professional now. Don't play at lunch. But I was the kid with the most passion at recess and lunch. Everyone was like, you're a professional. What are you doing? And I was like, I was still a kid. So the feeling was, I think that was, yes, exactly.
Less experience to benchmark it off.
Exactly,
I
yes.
can definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It might have been the lowest league you've played in now.
Yeah.
But you played with your heroes immediately. And you're so young, so good.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome, bro.
If you weren't playing soccer, what would you be doing?
Great question. I get asked that all the time.
Yeah.
To be honest, what I like doing, I like helping people. It's just my personality. So I'd love to be a teacher. But it doesn't have to be a PE or English, just a teacher. It could be an Islamic teacher. It could be anyone that people come to. I can have a convo and I can help people. I like those skills.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Amazing. And I've got a personal question, man.
Yeah.
Like going from, like you said yourself, a student, a young youth, still that hot head that is ready to play soccer, jump in recess, lunchtime. And then all of a sudden you go from that to professional. And I'm talking about, the transition within a couple of years, the whole thing. And then not seeing your family. Has that affected you, like, to you personally, has that affected you in a good or bad way?
It's had a big effect on me. And I think it's more positive from the feedback I get from my friends. I feel like I had to be an adult quicker than most of my friends. And they see it. At the start, they weren't understanding because they were still being young and
That's right.
like they should be. But over the years, a lot of people have told me that, it feels like you grew up fast, and couldn't go to the park anymore and play with my friends. Well, that's a problem. Or I can't do silly things anymore. Even now, like I'm still 22. I want to do some things with my friends, but you're in the public eye now. So you don't want to do something and have a bad, image to your name.
Career.
So my friends call me boring now. They want to have fun and stuff, but apparently I can't do anything.
Of course.
Yeah.
If you were to leave a message for the youth that are trying to become successful in whether it's in a soccer career, any sports career, what message would you give them? Could be anything.
I would say nothing you would do in this life, if you want to be really successful, is going to be easy. You know what I mean? There's probably that 1% story where you hear that someone's dad was a trillionaire and he gave the business to his son. But even in those things, they have struggles and setbacks. And I feel like the world is just designed for you to keep chasing. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to keep chasing your dreams and then obstacle. So I feel like you should just never give up when it gets hard. When it gets hard, that means you're getting close. I feel like the start is always the easiest, but then you're going to go through so many things. I feel like the ones that you see on TV are not the best always. I think they're the ones who were consistent and persistent and they stayed at it. I know so many players are way better than me growing up, but I feel like they just gave up when it got hard. And the ones that you see now are the ones that didn't give up. That's with anything. Anything, it could be learning the Quran, it could be anything in life. It's not going to be easy. So
Just keep going.
just keep going.
SubhanAllah.
Just keep going.
What's your favorite surah of the Quran?
Surah, my favorite surah. Oh, my favorite.
You know what my next question is, yeah?
What? To recite it? No. I can't. My favorite surah. Favorite surah. Do I have a favorite surah? I have to get back to that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have to think about it.
Have you memorized any ayahs or the surahs of the Quran?
Yeah.
Yeah, mashallah.
How many? I had an Arabic teacher.
Okay.
I did online classes.
When you were younger or?
No, now. I did it with Today.
Mashallah,
But then
that's
now we split up.
That's
Funny
It's nice.
experience.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Are they like an international teacher?
Yeah, international.
So wherever you are, you can just Zoom call.
It's a Zoom call.
Yeah,
it's
that's
twice a week. Very nice.
Well done. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Keep going, man.
Thank you.
Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you successful in this dunya and akhirah, and you get to your dream team, Real Madrid.
Ameen. Thank you.
And you get to your dream in Jannah with you and your families.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Inshallah.
coming. Jazakallah
Thank you.
khair.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget my shirt next time.
No, I got you. Wallah.